If you hear any comments in the background of this video, it's because Kyle is playing video games and making faces at me over there. But this is where I get the best light. Kyle. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about speed reading. A number of my subscribers are really interested in knowing how fast I read, how I do it, how they can do it, and people are just always amazed when they start to come to my channel and see my book reviews, and they see me like getting this book, you know, getting a book this size and finishing it in a day, and they're just like, how do you do that? So first of all, I'm just going to talk about my speed reading abilities. I read about 910 words per minute, which is very fast. 700 words per minute is excellent, so 910 words per minute. And I know that's from reading on a computer, and reading on a computer is usually, you know, about 25% slower than reading off paper. So it's more than 910. If I'm reading a book, the heat just came on, and now there'll probably be hissing, but okay. If I'm reading a paper book about this size font, you know, your average novel type, I can read about a page a minute when I'm like not trying. If I'm just reading, it will, for an average, would be about a page a minute, so I'd read about 60 pages in an hour. And I say this on my channel page, but I sometimes take a lot longer when I read really funny books, because I'll read passages over and over and laugh and like share them with people and like read them out loud. So for some reason, well, for that reason, funny books take me a little longer to read. So anyways, there are several ways to speed read, and I'll talk about that after I say, you know, what keeps people from reading quickly. There's several things. I might not actually remember all of them, but I'll provide some links below for more information about speed reading and speed reading test. And online, there's actually places online that will help you get faster at reading just by presenting you sentences, words, phrases. So one reason why people read slowly is because lack of concentration. They'll read it, but not really pay attention, and then never really get anywhere. I know that I've at least been reading something and then like gone back to the beginning of the same line, keep reading it over, and not even absorb it at all. So that could happen. There could be a problem with somebody's, you know, eye movement. I mean, when you read, you move your eyes. And one way to improve your ability to read quickly is to reduce the number of your eye movements and to make them efficient. So for example, and I just opened to a random page that I've never read this book before. This is Looking for Alaska by John Green, which I'm going to be reading probably tonight. So now, okay, I'm going to get really technical, but it's a cool word. The word saccade means eye movement, like as in moving your eyes, not a blink. Blinks are called blinks. Eye movements, you know, where your eyes are just looking around, are called saccades. So if you want to make your reading more efficient, you reduce the number of saccades. You reduce the number of places that you look on a page. If you're looking at each individual word, that will really slow you down, and it won't be efficient. It also won't flow well, because if you're just reading word for word, you're going to just really easily forget what you just read, because you're just absorbing each word. So when you are I know that one way people learn how to speed read is by just looking at certain parts of the text. Like they'll look at the beginning, then the middle, then the end, the beginning, the middle, the end, the beginning. Some people that are extreme geniuses, like savants, will look at a page and just absorb all the information at once, because just like one look and they have all the information. Not very many people can do that. Only like 2 or 3 people, okay, in the world. I'm just saying eye movement is important and how much you take in one look. So you can train yourself to just look less, focus more. Another reason why people are slow in their reading is when they vocalize in their head. They would read it in their head how they would say it. So instead of just taking in really, information really quickly, they'll take it in as if it was being presented to them, which, although that's really good, because then you can really add a lot of, other things that you lose in reading quickly. A lot of people lose reading quickly, like tone, and it depends. But, there's pluses and negatives of speed reading, and when you get really good at speed reading, then intonation comes really easily, but people like to read slowly so that they can really, really absorb everything. I don't know if that makes sense to you, hopefully. I cannot vocalize that correctly. But, so, if you instead just take in the words and try to step away from that, like, reading the book out loud kind of feeling, then you'll take in the information a lot quicker. One way that people speed read too is by skipping short words like a, the, of, and instead taking in the actually important words. So for example, let me just find a really good example. So here's a character saying, "Not tonight," he answered. "Tonight we're gonna throw up a little, and then we're going to sleep through our hangover." Wow, that was a really awesome random quotation that I just picked. So anyways, instead of reading every word, a really fast reader will sometimes be like, "Not tonight, tonight, throw up little, sleep hangover." So, and then you can, if you're just have the right flow, you're focusing on the bigger words, it'll kind of just fall into place. The small words will kind of fill themselves in. So that's another way. This video is getting really long. I probably should have separated it into 2, but that I guess will be my first thing about speed reading. If you want more information, look below. So I talked about concentration, focus, eye movements, saccades, and shortening. Leaving out the short words and looking at longer words, and not internally vocalizing. So if you guys can work on that, then you can improve your speed reading. And I will say it takes a very long time to learn how to read quickly. And if you're forcing it, it won't, you won't enjoy it, and then it will be kind of a waste. So work on it if you like. You can read without forcing yourself, and then have separate exercises to train yourself to read faster, and then it'll start to just go together. So it's kind of like exercise. You wouldn't, if you decide, oh, I want to go be a marathon runner, you're not going to go run 25 miles. You're going to start slow, and you're just going to take it how you like, and you're going to have training periods. So think of reading like that. It takes a long time to learn how to read quickly. Okay? So that's it. Bye, guys.